Welcome. Please join me for some mindfulness and movement through yoga. Grab a mat and 2 blocks, find a comfortable seated position, close your eyes, and let's begin with our breath. Take an inhale, and take an exhale. Option to place your hands over your heart and feel your heartbeat as you breathe in and as you breathe out. As we navigate into this 10-minute yoga class together, let yourself breathe and move and find comfort in the present moment. When you're ready to move, start first with some shoulder rolls. Option to bring your hands to your knees as you draw your shoulders up towards your ears and back, and reverse that roll forward to back, back to forward. Stretch into your neck, drop your ear to your shoulder, then bring your chin to your chest, ear to opposite shoulder, and lift your chin up to the sky. Go ahead and do that neck roll in the same way, opposite direction. Next, we'll meet in a tabletop position to open up some space into your spine. Inhale, cow pose, lift your chin up, arch your spine, and draw your tailbone towards the sky. Exhale, cat pose, tuck your chin and draw your navel towards your spine. Go ahead and repeat that movement, maybe for 3 rounds of breath. When you finish off your 3rd round of breath, stretch into your wrists and flip your fingertips to face your knees. Roll forward and roll backwards to accentuate the stretch. Leaning back will deepen the wrist stretch, and leaning forward will lessen it. Return your fingers to face forward, and on your inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky. Feel free to take a little bit of movement with your right arm. Exhale, thread the needle, bring your right ear and right shoulder down to the mat, and reach your right arm to the left underneath you. Option to extend your left arm towards the top of your mat. And if your ear feels distant from the floor, try bringing a block underneath your right ear and bring the floor a little closer. On your next inhale, rise up to a neutral tabletop and extend your left leg back behind you. Stretch into your calf muscle by pushing your heel back and forward. On your next inhale, move into a side body stretch. Lift your left leg, step it over to the right, and gaze at your left foot as you feel your whole side body open with your breath. Inhale, lift your left leg back up and step your left foot to the top left corner of your mat for lizard lunge. You can bring blocks underneath your hands to bring the floor a little bit closer. Sink your right knee down and lift your heart up to get a deep stretch into your hip flexor muscles. Option to open up a little more space and push yourself away from your left knee. If you want to progress this posture into a quad stretch, you can curl your right heel towards your glute, maybe reach back for your foot. On your next exhale, release your foot and return back to a neutral tabletop. Inhale, reach your left arm up, preparing for thread the needle. Feel free to take some movement or something different with your left arm. And then exhale, bring your left ear and left shoulder down to the mat. Feel free to extend your right arm to the top of your mat for an extra side body stretch if you would like. On your next inhale, return to a neutral tabletop and extend your right leg back. Move into your calf stretch, hinge back and forth, push your heel towards the ground. Inhale, step your foot over to the left and gaze back for your deep side body stretch. Inhale, lift your right leg back up, and then exhale, step to a lizard lunge. Bring your foot to the top right corner of your mat. Find your version of support that works for you. You can also use a blanket or a towel underneath your knee if you feel any knee discomfort. If you feel called to move into the quad stretch, start first by pushing your right knee away from you. As you create some side body space, reach back towards your foot, and maybe you create a connection as you gaze back. When you're ready to move on, return back to your neutral tabletop. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your hips up towards the sky. Pedal out your feet and soften some space in your low back. Now, as we've stretched out a lot of space into your body, connect into your breath. Notice how your breath has helped release some tension. Maybe some areas that felt a little tight, now they feel a little looser. And as your breath helps you embody patience, continue to nurture that here in this posture. Let the crown of your head fall heavy and create some space in your spine. Breathe in and breathe out. On your inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, walk forward to a forward fold. Bring your toes to the back of your wrists. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen your spine, and exhale, squat and curl. Lift your heels up, drop your glutes to your heels. Tuck your chin towards your chest. And if you want a little bit more, you can move into a garland pose. Push your knees apart from one another and fold your torso as close to your feet as you can. Get a little more space in your outer hips and low back. Feel free to use the blocks to bring the floor closer. From this shape, transition into a seat. Thank you for moving with me today. And I bow to you with gratitude.